What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to share the Christmas gifts that I received from two good friends of mine, Robert and Sarah. Now, Robert, I know he already received his gift. He already opened it up and he did record that. I don't think he's uploaded the video at this point, though. But if he does that, then I will link it in the description of this video. Now, Sarah, she does not have a YouTube channel, but by the time you're checking this out, she should have her gifts, and hopefully she does enjoy those. So I'm going to start off by focusing on what Robert was kind enough to send my way. Now, he and I, we do share some fandoms. There are certain series that we are both into, including Chainsaw Man, and he was nice enough to send this really awesome book here, Chainsaw Man Buddy Stories. And I do like this artwork from the beginning on the cover there. Of course, we have Denji and we have Power as well. I like that she has the hat there with the horns coming through it. And this book is actually written in prose. It's not actually a manga, which I think is pretty interesting. So, yeah, when I have the time around the holidays, I'll read this, or I may even take it on a vacation with me in the near future. So very much looking forward to checking out these stories. And I think the follow-up to season 1 of Chainsaw Man is, I don't know what's going on with that. I think there's going to be like a movie before a second season comes along. So I'm trying to be patient and wait. Maybe in the meantime, I'll go back and rewatch season 1. But like I said, I'm very interested in checking out the stories in this book. That is very much appreciated. There's some nice artwork on the back there as well. And you can kind of, pause and check out that description if you want to there. But yeah, this is very cool. And then he did send me an actual manga as well. And I'll give him credit. He really put me on to this particular series. We have here Dan, which I've watched the anime on Netflix. I watched season 1, and it's actually at the time of this recording still going. There's a couple of more episodes, but this is book 1 of the actual manga. And so I'm looking forward to actually checking this out. Like I said, as well, I'll read it around the holidays or take it on that vacation with me. But yeah, he really encouraged me to check out the anime because I watched episode 1 and I didn't even finish it. I thought it was just a little too weird for me, and he really convinced me to go back and check it out. And I got through the first episode, went ahead and watched the second, and I just started falling in love with the characters. So big props to Robert for really encouraging me to check out this series, and I quickly became a fan. I hear people say the name slightly different. I say Dan. Some people might say it a little bit different from that, but regardless, I think it is very cool, and I do look forward to adding some collectibles based on this series into my collection. Robert and I are also fans of the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, and then of course, Colin Farrell played the Penguin in that, and in the follow-up series on Max. So we've been talking about that series as we've been checking it out. Very amazing series. It really exceeded my expectations. I knew it was going to be good. I had no idea it was actually going to be great, though. It's a really fantastic series. Definitely check it out if you have not done so. But I guess in sort of celebration of that series, he decided to send me this DC Multiverse Penguin figure. And this has been out for a while because this is actually based on the Batman movie. But, it's very fitting, of course, for the series as well. And I do like all the detail in the face there with this. It really makes me want to display this out of box, but I'm going to leave it in the box for right now. But yeah, such an amazing series, such an amazing performance by Colin Farrell and the supporting cast as well. There are some really cool characters introduced within that series, so I'm very excited to see where things go with Batman 2, and then I know there should be a Batman 3 as well. It's going to at least be a trilogy, and they want to do some more series as well. So very exciting times, if you are a DC fan, especially a Batman fan, and you love Gotham and all the inhabitants and everything. So very exciting there. But yeah, this is a really awesome Penguin figure here that he decided to send my way. You take a look there at the back. And I do like the DC Multiverse figures. I'm kind of choosy about the ones that I get, though. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome one. So I really appreciate these items here from Robert. And those are the 3 items he sent my way. Like I said, if he shares what I sent his way in a video, then I will link it in the description. I'm going to move on to what Sarah sent my way here. She sent me all Funko Pops. The first one here is actually the latest Bender figure. Well, one of the latest Bender figures, because, this is the one where he has the bottle of beer there. I can't even read what it says. I forget the name of the drink that he has there. But you see that he's actually spitting out the flame. I think there's supposed to be a chase of this figure, a glow-in-the-dark one. The release of this figure has been a little bit odd, though, because sometimes I see this figure and it has a specialty series sticker, but then sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's going on with that. If anybody can clear that up, let me know. And then I think there is a glow-in-the-dark chase, but I've not seen that around. I haven't seen anybody pick that up. So again, let me know if you know what's going on with the release of this figure. But I say one of the most recent benders because there is the Matador bender, which I have seen that one in store a couple of times. I know I've seen it at Box Lunch. But yeah, I really want to add this one to my collection. The only other Futurama pop I have in my collection is actually the gold bender, which I don't think the box is in the greatest shape anymore. That's an old convention exclusive, but still happy to have that one in my collection. And I thought this bender was pretty cool as well. The pops that she sent me, I will actually unbox these in a moment here, but let me run through all the pops first. The next one here, this was a pleasant surprise. It had been rumored to be on the way, and then it got revealed and released very quickly. So we have here the Hot Topic exclusive Beetlejuice, and Sarah and I were both fans of Beetlejuice. I'm not really sure if how much she enjoyed the second movie. I'll have to talk to her about that. I did enjoy the second movie overall. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, this Beetlejuice snake though, it just looks so cool, or Snake Beetlejuice, whichever way you want to say it. Again, of course, Hot Topic exclusive. I really like the look of this figure, and I've been looking forward to actually getting this out of box. And they even had the sandworm picture there on the back. Makes me kind of wonder if they would ever actually do the like a standalone sandworm, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this Snake Beetlejuice though, really awesome looking, and this is one of those cases where, I mean, you see the art here, but I think the actual coloring on the figure itself looks even cooler because it has sort of a green tint to it, whereas it looks more grayish here with that artwork. So yeah, gonna get that out of the box in a moment. Like I said, really looking forward to looking at that even more close up. Then we also have here the Elder Grayback Predator. When I saw the reveal of this, I was like, yeah, that's definitely going to be a figure added to my collection. I like how they did sort of the silver here outline as well with his art there on the box. And just to see an older Predator is very cool. And this is actually based off of Predator 2 with Danny Glover. So that is very cool that they decided to do this. He actually has the knife in hand. I didn't even realize that. So we'll get a closer look at that in a moment here. But that is a cool detail. Then, of course, on the back here, you see the City Hunter. And Sarah is so nice. She was actually going to grab that figure for me as well. But I told her, don't worry about it, because I did want to get the Funko.com exclusive variant where it has the blood splatter. And that did release. So I did add that to my collection as well. But I definitely appreciate Sarah being willing to, get the common of this figure for me. But like I said, I didn't really feel the need to get both because they do look exactly the same. I think the only difference is, no, actually, I just realized it is different. Why did I not notice that before? So this one actually has his claw weapon, whereas the common, he's actually holding the skull and the spine. I really did not realize that. He also has the spear with the common. So I guess I fooled myself there. I will actually be getting that common as well. Don't expect Sarah to get it. She does not have to worry about that. She's already done more than enough for me. But yeah, that actually gives me a reason to get this figure here as well. I thought they were the same for some reason, except for the battle damage. But yeah, that is a reason to actually get both of these. Let me know if you noticed that before. Maybe I just overlooked it because I've been looking at so many different things recently. But yeah, that's a reason to pick up that common as well. So I will be on the lookout for that. But like I said, I felt like Sarah had already done more than enough for me because she actually also ordered this 2-pack for me. We have here Spink Enforceable from Coraline. And I love the look of these figures here. Like, they really nailed the look of the characters from the movie. You know, the clothing, the coloring on the clothing is just perfect there. These ladies look so accurate to the movie. It's really incredible. Of course, they do have the black pop eyes, but other than that, this is just so true to those characters. Now, when it comes to 2-packs, I usually just go ahead and leave them in the box because sometimes it can be a little bit aggravating to unbox and then put back in the box. So I'm not going to unbox this right now, but this is a really awesome 2-pack. And then I do have these other recent Coraline figures. I do have the YB figure, and I really hope they do some variants of YB. I do have Coraline and Tunnel, and I did get the Con exclusive that came out recently. That was Coraline with the dowsing rod. But yeah, this is a really awesome 2-pack here. I know she's adding it to her collection as well. But yeah, these are some really awesome pops here. Like I said, other than the 2-pack, we will take a closer look at the other figures here. Again, let me know if you've actually seen the Bender Chase. If you found it yourself or you seen anybody that did manage to pick it up. It's one that I'm not going to worry about. I think that the common here is just fine, but like I said, still a little bit confused about how that release ended up working out. We can get a closer look at the bottle now. Looks like it says Old Fortran. I think that's the name there. I don't really remember that so much from the series. It's been a good while since I actually watched Futurama. It's amazing how many times that series has been canceled and then come back, and then it had like the movies and things like that, you know, the little short-lived series. It's been all over the place with this series. I remember when it originally started, I was into it, but what kept happening is at the time Fox had the football games on Sundays, and a lot of times the games would run over and cut into Futurama. So sometimes they wouldn't play it, or they would only end up playing like half the episode. It was just a terrible time slot, that 7:30 time slot for Futurama. I really felt bad for the series. I don't think it got a fair shot within that time slot. So yeah, it kind of got bounced around some. I think it ended up with TBS or something, or it was on like Comedy Central at one point. It's been all over the place, but it is a really funny series. I definitely appreciate the series, and Bender is my favorite character from that series. So very cool to have this figure, and I love the flame effect, of course, him burping and the flame coming out of his mouth. This is a pretty awesome figure here. And then, like I said, wasn't expecting the Snake Beetlejuice to get released as fast as it was. I mean, it was rumored, and then I kind of forgot about the rumor, and then, like I said, as soon as we got eyes on it, as soon as the images were floating around social media, it was pretty much available. So again, I really do like the greenish tint to it. I think that looks really awesome, and I love the look of the snake eyes. With this one, the black eyes, you know, the black pop eyes definitely would not have worked. They needed to do the snake eyes with this, and they did a great job with it. And I love the way that he's all coiled up, and of course the rattle is there. There is kind of a break there in the mold, but it's not a big deal at all. It's not even super noticeable because of the pattern on him. Yeah, I really like this figure. This is definitely one of my favorite Beetlejuice figures that they've done. I also really do like the sort of circus one with the hammer arms. That's pretty cool as well. I do have that in my collection, but this one is definitely up there. I really like the look of it. Even the green, like, sort of lipstick going on there, just the green around his mouth with the sharp teeth is a very nice detail, you know. So yeah, really awesome figure here. Very happy with that Beetlejuice, and there's a lot more Beetlejuice that's been released recently, and even more on the way, of course. So there's a lot for Beetlejuice fans. And again, I'm sure some people are like, how in the world did you not notice the difference with the City Hunter Predator? But again, it's because there's just been so many figures, and sometimes I'm just kind of glancing, and then I'll share like links and things, you know, in the community posts. Even though I'm not doing Funko News, I still keep up with the community posts. But yeah, you know, sometimes I'm just kind of glancing because there's so much out there, and I just assumed that it was the same. But yeah, I think I actually knew what the City Hunter looked like more so than this exclusive. But of course, it does have the blood splattering there. And like I said, I've always really liked this weapon here, like the sort of claw that he has going on there. I even like the way that his hand, like they're sort of, you know, in that claw form. Really awesome looking figure. Very happy with this one. But like I said, I have good reason now to go after the common as well. It's too crazy. At the time of this recording, people are doing like last minute Christmas shopping. It's just too crazy to be out in the store. So I'll wait till all of that dies down, and then I will go out and I'll be on the hunt for the City Hunter. I'll add that to my collection also. And then we have here the Elder Greyback, which, remember, this also is one of the ones that Sarah sent me. And this one does seem like it stands, you know, pretty tall. I mean, the City Hunter over here, he does look tall because of the helmet. But if you were to remove the helmet, I think the Elder Greyback actually is meant to be a little bit taller there, which is fitting. Yeah, love the look of that. Of course, he has the mandible mouth there. So much detail here to the head sculpt. And when I took him out, he does come with a stand. Both of these come with a stand because he immediately like fell back. I think he, you know, because of the hair sculpt and the way he's holding the blade behind him. And check out the blade there with the bone handle. That is a really awesome detail. If you've seen Predator 2, then you know the significance of that. I think that is the same blade from the end of the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think it's the same one. But he even has like the little mini skulls here on his outfit. Such great detail. I have a pretty significant Predator collection, and like my Predator Alien collection is kind of mixed in together for good reason. Of course, they've had the crossovers, but yeah, I really like getting Predator figures, adding them into my collection, and this is an awesome one. So much detail to it. Big shout out again to Robert and Sarah for these awesome items that they sent my way. I really appreciate them, and I hope they enjoyed, you know, like I said, everything that I sent their way as well. And the best thing about my friends, I gotta say, it's not really so much about talking about collectibles and doing trades and gift giving and all of that. It's really just the conversations. That's what I really appreciate about my friends. We have some great conversations, and you know, they check in on me, I check in on them. That really does matter a lot, you know, when people take that moment to just to see how you're doing and things like that. And I like hearing about what's going on with them. And of course, moral support as well, emotional support at times, that's very much important as well. Friendship in general is very valuable. So it definitely goes way beyond the gift giving. So again, big shout out to Robert and Sarah. Thank you so much for being very awesome friends. Thank you all as well for taking the time to check out this video. Let me know what you think about the figures here, and are you going to add any of these to your own collection? Also, just in general, what are some awesome gifts that you have received this year? Share that as well. I look forward to reading your comments, and I will talk to you all again real soon.